Hi there, Transu here. Now, this video you're about to watch is the replay of one of my IELTS classes with my band 8 practice marathon students. Now, I share videos like this every week in my free WhatsApp group. So send a message to us on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is on the screen right now. So you can join the group to get more free trainings like this.
Okay, if you're good, can you share with me your experience? What was your experience? How was it like for you today?
It was very okay. It was okay. I was able to go through the check
Okay,
plan
how
and
many did I'm listening, go ahead. I'm listening, go ahead.
yeah.
Unmute your mic and go ahead.
I said I was able to go through your chat plan and the recordings. It was smoothly. I heard it very clearly. Even though I have 5/10, but it's okay.
You had 5/10. How?
5/6. 5/6.
Okay, 5/6. Okay, that's good. Okay. No question at all. That's what you're telling me. No question, right? Chidera, Joycey, Claudia, I don't know who was talking just now. Maybe I mentioned your name again. Any question? Let's look at let's just look at it together. Let's just look at the tax together. So what I'll do now is to share. I'm going to share. I'm going to share my screen with you. If you can see my screen, let me know. If you can see my screen, let me know. If you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen. I can see your screen.
Awesome. Good job. So let's attempt the question together. This is the audio. Now, but before we do that, before we attempt the question, let's run through the sheets together. I'll turn on my camera at this point. I'll turn on my camera at this point so that you can see my screen clearly. Okay. So there's basically one strategy why we constantly use, but the strategy will kind of be tweaked depending on the question. Okay. It will be tweaked depending on the question, but it's still the same strategy. The first thing that's all right. The first thing you do is to read and understand the question. Okay, you have to read and understand the question before the audio starts. So this particular question now, all right, you have to read this question, understand the question. What are they talking about? So this question now, what you have to do, you have to read. All right, the instruction, complete the notes below, write one word for each answer. So you answer about one word only. I've explained word limits. Word limit was explained in the cheat sheet. We scroll down. Yes, I explained word limit in the cheat sheet, and even in the training the video training that I gave you today as well, it was explained here. I think we should do this. Yes, just in the second video, I think it's episode 2. I explained it here. So you should know what word limit is when you say use only one for us. Okay. So here we're looking at this question 1 to address. They say, okay, let's start from the beginning. Self-driving tours in the USA. So this lets you know that they're going to talk about self-driving tours in the USA. Okay. My name, Andre Brown. So they've answered this one already. Then the person's name, Andre Brown. The person's address. Question 1 now should be the name of the road. All right. Postcode, phone number. Then number 2 is now where the person heard about the company. 3 is about, look at 3. I don't think I can zoom in on this. Los Angeles customers want to visit some parks with their children. So meaning this customer in shape 1 want to listen. They want to visit some parks with something parks with children. Okay, so you just read everything to understand what to expect in the audio. Then once you've done that, step 2 is the audio starts. All right. So the audio starts. Now, when you're practicing, you play the audio. Okay, at this point, you know exactly what to expect. When they start talking, you listen very well. All right, and I'm putting the answer as they are talking. The next, the breaks in between the sections. You don't use that break because we're giving some time to revise your answer. Don't revise your answer. Go to the next section and start preparing for the audio of that section. So this is what you continue doing until you end the once you finish the listening test. Okay, so let's play the audio for this. So before I continue, let me look for the number. I start on number 34. Here's where park customers want to stay in the lodge. Not it. You want to stay in lodge, not so the party they want to stay in. That's it. That's what we put here. Customers wants to see the dash on the way to Cambria. They want to see something is on the way to Cambria and they want to see it. Number 6, at San Diego, okay, the customer wants to spend time on something. Okay, so let's play the audio. Confirm that you want to play the audio, but I want you to first confirm that you can hear. I'm putting ready for my end. I want to be sure that you can hear it. Okay.
Cambridge English, IELTS 10, published by Cambridge University Press and Cambridge English Language Assessment.
Is it clear for you?
Yes, it's playing. It's clear. It's playing. It's clear.
All right.
It's clear. It's clear. Very clear. It's clear. It's very clear.
2015. This recording is copyright. CD 1. Test 1. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to Section 1. Section 1. You will hear a telephone conversation between a travel agent and a customer. First, you have some time to look at questions.
I can't hear anything from this end. I don't know if I'm the only one.
Same with me. I can't hear anything.
You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Good morning, World Tours. My name is Jay.
Morning. I want some information on self-drive tours in the USA. Could you send me a brochure?
Of course. Could I have your name, please?
Andrea Brown.
The customer's name is Andrea Brown, so Brown has been written in the space. Now we shall begin.
Good morning, World Tours. My name is Jamie. How can I help you?
Good morning. I want some information on self-drive tours in the USA. Could you send me a brochure?
Of course. Could I have your name, please?
Andrea Brown. GH Road.
Postcode?
BH5 2OP.
Thanks. And can I have your phone number?
Is a mobile all right?
Fine.
It's 07786 643 091.
Thank you. And can I ask you where you heard about World Tours? From a friend, or did you see an advert somewhere?
No, I read about you in the newspaper.
Okay, I'll get the brochures in the post to you, but can I give you some information over the phone? What kinds of things do you want to do on your holiday?
I'm interested in going to California with my family. I've got 2 children, and we want to hire a car.
A couple of self-drive tours there, visiting different places of interest in California. The first one begins in Los Angeles, and there's plenty of time to visit some of the theme parks there.
That's something on my children's list, so I'd want to include that.
Good. Then you drive to San Francisco. From San Francisco, you can drive to Yosemite Park, where you spend a couple of nights. You can choose to stay in a lodge or on the campsite.
I don't like the idea of staying in a tent. It'd be too hot.
Right. And the tour ends in Las Vegas.
Okay.
The other trip we can arrange is slightly different. It starts in San Francisco, then you drive south to Cambria.
Someone told me there's a really nice castle near Cambria. Will we go near that?
Hearst Castle is on that road, so you could stop there.
Good. I'd like to do that. Does this trip also go into the desert?
No, it continues to Santa Monica, where most people like to stop and do some shopping.
We have enough of that at home, so that doesn't interest us.
Okay. Well, you could go straight on to San Diego.
That's good for beaches, isn't it?
That's right. That's a good place to relax, and your children might like to visit the zoo before flying home.
I don't think so. We want some time for sunbathing and swimming.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 7 to 10.
Said the question. Any question? Most of us did well anyway, so if you are not asking questions, we understand. If you don't have any questions, according to the
I guess what I have is a comment actually, because when they were making the spelling to the first question, I guess what I have question. The first question, you know, the address.
Okay, what about the address?
You know, they had to spell the question, the answer.
What about the address?
They spell the answer and the answer and they were spelling the pronunciation of that R was it was later on that I had to when I listened again. I found out that it was actually R they were talking about.
Yes,
the spelling was
we pronounce it as R.
The spelling was a bit confusing.
Yeah, we pronounce it as arrow. It's not arrow, it's R. R. There's no row, it's R. R, not arrow. All right, so that's the right pronunciation. So you're learning now. This is the right pronunciation. R, not arrow. All right, so good one. Good one you've noted there. Any other question? I think I saw one question. Somebody was talking about the beach.
Yes, I was actually the one. I was actually the one.
Okay, when you listen, let's listen to it again. Let's listen to it again.
He actually mentioned beaches.
Las Vegas.
I don't know whether it's BEACH then apostrophe S or
Then you drive south.
He mentioned beaches, but I guess you need to follow the sentence structure, because based on how the sentence was structured, you can't put beaches there. So you need to put beach so that it will suit the sentence. Beaches there.
Okay, but okay, let's listen to the audio. Let's pay good attention. Let's listen to the audio again.
Yes.
Okay.
The other trip we can arrange is slightly different. It starts in San Francisco, then you drive south to Cambria.
Someone told me there's a really nice castle near Cambria. Will we go near that?
Hearst Castle is on that road, so you could stop there.
Good. I'd like to do that. Does this trip also go into the desert?
No, it continues to Santa Monica, where most people like to stop and do some shopping.
We have enough of that at home, so that doesn't interest us.
Okay. Well, you could go straight on to San Diego.
That's good for beaches, isn't it?
That's right. That's a good place to relax, and your children might like to visit the zoo before flying home.
I don't think so. We want some time for sunbathing and swimming.
That's good for beaches. All right, though it sounds like he said that's good for beaching. Isn't so. Hello, can you hear me? I'm
Yeah,
going to
we
take it back again.
Yeah, we
I'm going to take it back again so you listen. She said that's good for beach. It's not beaches. She said beaching. Let me take.
Good. I'd like to do that. Does this trip also go into the desert?
No, it continues to Santa Monica, where most people like to stop and do some shopping.
We have enough of that at home, so that doesn't interest us.
Okay. Well, you could go straight on to San Diego.
That's good for beaches, isn't it?
That's right. That's a good...
Visit it. What's at play here is they call it, I mentioned, I explained it in the video. Call it connected speech. Now if you write beaches, I will understand why, because it sounds like that. I'm not going to negate the fact that I'm not going to say it didn't sound like that. It did sound like that, because she said that's good for beaching, isn't it? That's what she said. So if you hear beaches, I can hear it as well. All right, but like one of us mentioned, you have to look when you look at the question. When you look at the question, how many you spent time? Beach is one beach. All right. I don't know if you're getting me. Hello.
I hear
Yes, sir,
you.
we are following.
Are you getting me? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, this is a very close one. I understand. The beach, not they are on the beaches. Now, one area, something like this happened was the tent number 4. If you notice, when I was doing the task, I wrote campsite initially, because the man said that they can stay in the lodge, or they don't stay in the lodge, they can spend time in the campsite. But the lady said no, they don't want to sleep in the tent. It doesn't like they're just sleeping in the tent. I wrote campsite initially, but when I heard what the lady said, I had to change it to tent. So sometimes it's not always, it's first of all what you hear, all right? The first answer you hear might not be the correct one. Wait, they might change it, all right? Then also use for completing forms and notes, use the words around the gap to know how to know if your answer is correct or not. Let me show you what I mean. So you see, look at this. Look, what I'm talking about is this. Look at, for this one now, for example, let's start with number 3. They want to visit some. Some is the word before the gap. What does it tell you? It tells you that this is going to be plural stuff. It's going to be plural. And they've already done the parts here. Something parts. All right. The answer you will pick to put here. I mentioned this in the video training. Now you won't. This one I'm saying now. I didn't really say it I don't write it in the cheat sheet, but in the video training I mentioned is that the answer you put here, all right, the answer that you put here must make this sentence grammatically correct. Now, this one, for example, it's already telling me that it must be singular. A is singular article. A, and also it's also letting me know that whatever it is A, the word here will start with a consonant, because A cannot go vowel. If it was an, then the first word of the answer will be a vowel. Are you getting this? You understand this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for these gaps, for this kind of gaps, questions like this, completing forms are not. What you put must make it grammatically correct. So there's another way you will use to indicate this man said, is it looking good or not? All right. You add this to what you hear, you use it alongside what you hear in the audio. All right. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Any other question? Because we posted them tomorrow's task. We posted tomorrow's task, and tomorrow is going to be very interesting. Tomorrow we are doing the map and diagram, which is usually a big problem for many people. We also do table completion and matching information questions as well. All right. So any question before we call it tonight? So you can go. So you can jump into tomorrow's task. Any question? Okay. So in the absence of questions, let's call it a night, and so you can jump into tomorrow's task. Okay. So you have a lovely night, rest, and God bless you. Now, if you have any question, maybe pops up later in your mind later on, you can post it in the classroom sections, and we'll be addressed. Okay. Goodbye, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Now, welcome back. Now, the video you just watched is a replay of one of my IELTS classes with my Band 8 Practice Marathon students. Now, the Band 8 Practice Marathon is a 30 days beginner-friendly program where people like you overcome the fear of failing the IELTS exam and secure a Band 7.5 and above, despite being terrible at English and not having time to study. So, here are more details about the Band 8 Practice Marathon. Now, the Band 8 Practice Marathon happens in an exclusive Telegram group. Every day except Sunday, you will get IELTS passwords from one of our coaches for you to practice all the possible questions you will meet on exam day. In the evening by 8 p.m., you join a course live to attempt the questions and ask questions to get instant feedback. The next batch starts 2nd of next month. So this means that you're getting instant access to like listening sheet codes, reading sheet codes, writing task 1 sheet codes, writing task 2 sheet codes, speaking sheet codes, and leaked past questions you likely meet on exam day. Now, for 30 days, you participate in live coaching sessions, in test practice sessions, daily question and answer sessions, grammar improvement sessions, and also live essay correction sessions as well. Now, here's more. Now, this is a 100% online class. There's no physical classes. 100% online. It's a 30-day school. Classes can be taken on your phone, your laptop, or your tablet. All right. No prior knowledge of IELTS is needed. It is beginners friendly. Now, classes are 2 hours, Monday to Saturday. Now, any 2 hours of your choice because the classes are pre-recorded. Okay, so the trainings itself they are pre-recorded. It's in the evening you have daily practice session and question and answer session with our coach Monday to Saturday 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. West African time. All right. Now these practice sessions are recorded in case you miss the class, so you can watch the replay to catch up. To join, all it requires is just one payment of 55,000 naira or 2 payments of 30,000 naira if you want to pay an installment. Now class starts 2nd of next month. The Band 8 Practice Marathon is for first timers who want to pass the exam in one sitting, those who are scared of failing the exam again, people who are terrible at English and need a way out, those who have failed the IELTS exam several times and are tired, those who are scared of the exam and don't know what to do, medical professionals who need IELTS to secure job overseas, people who are seeking to relocate to Canada, those who want to relocate to Europe via school, people who are seeking to relocate to the UK, and busy professionals who don't have time to study. Now, maybe you need more reasons to join the Band 8 Practice Marathon. Let's hear from Ade.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Ade, and I'm here to share my testimony with you guys. Okay, some months back I registered with Triumph for some IELTS tutorials. I'm a nurse back home in Nigeria, and I'm glad to let you guys know that I'm now a nurse in the UK. I got a 7.5 in reading from 6 and a band of 8 in listening from 6 also.
So what's your major advice? What's your major advice for people in your shoes in Nigeria right now?
Well, as for me, especially for nurses, because the opportunity is there.
Okay.
So far you pass the exams. You just try as much as possible to put in all effort. If it's worth you borrowing money, I'm telling you, it's worth it. Even if you don't have the money now and you want to pass the exam, just try as much as possible to borrow from somebody that is reliable and know that okay, you can confide in. Just borrow and put in all your efforts. So far you pass, you have the necessary requirements, you are good to go. Because the opportunity is there for nurses to come in, nurses, doctors, even pharmacists.
Alo here participated in the Band A practice marathon, and before he joined, he had failed the exam 3 times. Now, this is the result he got after joining the Band A practice marathon. He got this 8.5, writing, reading 7.5, writing 7, and speaking 7. Now, this is Nyemeka. Nyemeka had failed the exam 4 times before joining the Band A practice marathon, and she landed listening 8.5, reading 8.5, writing 7, and speaking 7 in her very first attempt after joining the Band A practice marathon. Now this is Belikis. Belikis here got reading 7, listening 7.5, speaking 7.5, and writing 7.5. Now this is Benga. Benga line listing 8, reading 7, writing 7, and speaking 7.5. And this is Ketchinu line listing by 9, reading 8.5, writing 7, and speaking 7. We also have Chidema here who got listening 8, reading 7.5, writing 7, and speaking 7. And this is Dixon who got listening 8. She got reading 7, writing 7, and speaking 8. And this is Aminat here. On her very first attempt, she learned listening 9, reading 8.0. She got writing 7.5 and speaking band 8. And this is even Jaffe. Let's see what Jaffun got here. Jaffun landed listening 8, reading 7, writing 7, and speaking 8. And this is what he has to say. Good morning, house. My IELTS is out, and I made it. My sincere appreciation to Sir Triumph Sue for not holding anything back when tutoring us. I sat for the exam on the 17th and have been smiling since from the day of exam because all the strategies he taught us, everything was like a walkover. I'm so happy I joined the Triumph IELTS movement. Nothing to regret at all. And this is Takan as well, who got listening 8.5, who got listening 8.5, reading 8.5, writing 7, and speaking 7. And he's here to say, I'm grateful to God. Greetings, everyone. This 30 days challenge was indeed very helpful. Thanks a lot to our tutor, Mr. Triumph, for all your lectures, corrections, and tips. Next class is currently enrolling. Registration ends midnight of 1st of next month, and the next day, which is 2nd, the class will begin proper. Remember, to enroll is just one payment of 55,000 naira or 2 payments of 30,000 naira, and the account you pay to is on the screen right now. Now, if you are not in Nigeria and you cannot make a direct transfer to this account, send us a message on WhatsApp, and we will give you our a means of payment that will work for you. Hurry, secure your slot so you can get your desired score this year. For more inquiries, contact us on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is on the screen. That is +23481 5401912. I'll see you inside. Bye.